What's happening, folks? Back for a music video reaction, and I'm going to do another music video reaction for a group I've been deep diving on in audio form for quite some time, but have yet to do any of their videos, and that is Alphaville. So I'm going to watch the video for Sounds Like a Melody, probably my favorite tune, maybe from all of the work I've heard from them so far, even though I've listened to multiple albums since their debut album, Forever Young, which this comes from, 1984. And it's interesting, at the time, I think Big in Japan was a bigger hit than Sounds Like a Melody, and I remember reading, and I think I had some people confirm in the comments when I did the audio reaction to this, that Sounds Like a Melody, it was a request from the studio to put out another single, and I think they had to rush the production and weren't particularly happy with it, though I think over time it's become a fan favorite and perhaps, more appreciated by the members of the group themselves. Either way, it has that classic 80s sound. It has a lot of synth work. It's very electronic, but it also has energy. Now, we're going to listen to the regular version, meaning the extended mix, which I also reacted to, has a longer section with that upbeat, accelerated part of the tune. So, unfortunate that we'll see only the regular version here. But again, this is just classic 80s to me. Whenever I do a reaction to a music video, I'm always curious, is it going to show concert footage? Is it going to show performance footage in a studio? Or will there be a visual narrative, or maybe some mixture thereof? Just based on what we see here with this false backdrop and the stage smoke or stage fog, as well as them with their instruments or keyboards, I would guess maybe a mixture of performance footage in a studio with a visual narrative. But either way, I think it's a really cool tune. I think Marian Gold's voice sounds good on it. So let's watch the video for Alphaville Sounds Like a Melody from their Forever Young album, 1984. That guy had ice skates on, didn't he? So perhaps under the fog here is ice. Is that right?
It's a trick of my mind to face is bathing in the screen light. She's so soft and warm in my arms. I tune it into the scene. My hands are resting on her shoulders. When we're dancing away for a while.
I do have to laugh because Marian here, he's very expressive, both visually with his face and also his movements. There's a lot of energy and charisma to it, but that main keyboard player in the front, I'm forgetting his name, I apologize, but he is deadpanning it like, an android. It's a very robotic, and I imagine it's deliberate sort of performance. Very funny.
We're stepping to the fire by the hour of the wolf in the midnight dream. There's no reason to hurry. Just start that brand new story. Set it alight. We're head over heels in love. Head over heels. The ringing of your laughter. It sounds.
How lovely to be head over heels in love. Yeah, so definitely ice under this fog here, and of course the immobility of the performers. Again, Marian's swaying around, but all three of the performers are shown not moving, and then we have apparently a number of, interestingly and maybe dual appareled other players in the video who are around on skates and therefore very kinetic and mobile. But yeah, just the couple shots that I saw, it looks like they have half one costume, half another, half one set of makeup and half another, and perhaps, the dichotomy of day and night, or two sides to every coin, or different sides to a person. I'm curious where this is going aesthetically.
It's a definite show, a shadow
Yeah, there's all sorts of different outfits. Like the first one I saw, it was like front and back, and then the a couple of the other players here are it's like vertically split, like in the front and back. But we have someone who looked like they were in a Japanese kimono. Then there was someone who looked like they were at a European costume party. This guy looks like he has both the male and the female and a dancing partnership. So I'm really interested by these costume and makeup choices. That pulsing synth bass is so fantastic. Also, we have these plumes of sparks and fire. So all sorts of things happening, but it seems like it's in that classic 80s style of, a bunch of eccentric things thrown together. It shouldn't really make sense, but somehow it all works when you put it in. Yeah, definitely a track where you need the extended mix to really appreciate what it does. Again, I get it, like for the radio and for videos in the 80s, it had to be cut in a certain way, which is often why you see single mixes or single cuts or single edits when you're going through some of these albums and their, extended or bonus or deluxe editions. But yeah, ultimately, it's a fantastic track. I just love the 80s sound. The synth work is great, again, especially that synth bass, which really stands out in the latter half. Marian, very charismatic when performing. He's like feeling the lines as he's saying them, kissing someone on the shoulder, the harmony, the tragedy. Like you can just feel the emotion and the way he delivers them. But yeah, maybe not the biggest budget video, certainly, compared to something like Aha's Take on Me or even some early Depeche Mode videos. So yeah, curious to see, what some of their other videos would be. I'll definitely do the one for Big in Japan because I know that remains like still one of their biggest hits as well. So yeah, let me know what you think of this and I will see you next time. Peace.